Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I would like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners of the earth who are pushing and teaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Alright, and something that I've been kind of meditated on is the fact that our people, the so-called Black Hispanics and the Native Americans, are beginning to wake up and to realize that they're beginning to see the lies that these heathens have put forth from the image of the Son of God. All right, to who they put up to be as the prophets and the disciples in these movies. All right, because these Edomites have, he has put himself up to be as everybody, man. All right, he's he's the image of God. He's the image of the Son. He's Jeremiah. He's Paul. He's Peter. Abel. He's Moses. This devil wants to be everybody that was, great or, big in history, man. All right. He wants to put it out that, he is the chosen people, but in reality, he's not, and our people are beginning to wake up to that, man. All right, and it's through it, it's through these scriptures, man. It is through these scriptures that our people are beginning to learn, like, hey, hold up a second. This whole Bible, is talking about dark-skinned people. All right. So I'm going to start off in Genesis 2 and verse 7. And it reads, it says, and Yahweh power formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So it says that he formed man of the dust of the ground. And if I remember correctly, it was either on the Discovery Channel or the History Channel about a year or two ago. They had a little, it was like an episode, and even the scientists, people said that the first man created was likely a dark-skinned person. Because of what's because of what the human body is made of, and it goes back to dirt. And dirt is what color, man? Dirt is brown, man. Soil is brown. Okay, dirt is brown. All right. So Adam was like unto a brown-skinned man. Adam, man. All right. And so people may ask, how did white people, so-called white people, come about then? And albinos and all that. Well, that's just because they were cursed with a clean type of leprosy. All right. Basically, they have a lack of pigmentation in their skin, but it's a clean form of it. And that was a curse, man. So it's I got a few precepts just lined up, man. I'm just hit it. All right, this is Job 30 and verse 30. This is Job is speaking, and it says, Salakia, and it reads, my skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat. Now, if we go into this word black and the blue letter, and go into the Strong's definition, which is the word shakar. All right, it means a primitive root, identical with H7836, through the idea of the duskiness of early dawn to be dim or dark in color, be black. Look, man, it says to be dim or dark. All right, to be dim or dark, man. All right, not literally black, man. All right. So to be a dark skinned, a dark skinned person. All right, and so hey, that was Job who said that, man. Job said that. Now if we jump into Jeremiah 8 and 21, it says for the hurt of a daughter of my people am I hurt, I am black. Astonishment hath taken hold on me. So, so that's Jeremiah saying, that he's black. So this goes back to the word, to the Hebrew word kadar, and it means to mourn, be dark, to be dark. All right. Says a primitive root to be ashy, dark colored by implication, to mourn, be blackish, be dark, heavily mourn. All right, so that's Jeremiah, man, saying, hey, look, that he's a dark skinned person, and this trend continues all throughout the scriptures, man, and we are gonna get it. Okay, man. But I'm not saying I'm gonna grab every account, man. But I'm gonna just grab a handful. All right, because look, man, our people are the chosen. The so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans are the true chosen people of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, man. And those are the people, that are written of throughout the scriptures, who are called Israelites in the Bible. All right. But in this day and age, not all of our people are going to be dark-skinned, and such, because the Lord has scattered our people, okay, throughout all the nations. So our people have mixed with the other nations, man. All right. So that's so that's why that there are scriptures that say to judge not on the outward appearance, okay, because this thing is all about the spirit, man. Scriptures say that the spirit itself beareth witness that we are the children of the Most High. All right, but we still got to bring this out, because it confounds and cuts the things that these Edomites put out, okay, that the rulers of this world put out. All right, because in all their churches, man, they have a painted picture of a so-called white man being the son of God, man. Being the son of Yahweh. And that's not true, man. So therefore, man, we got to cut that down. Let's keep going. Matthew 2 and 13. It says, and when they were departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeareth to Joseph in a dream, saying, Arise um and take the young child, and the young child, bro, I was talking about Yahushua, and his mother, and flee into Egypt. Flee into Egypt. And there thou, it says, and be thou there until I bring thee word, for Herod will seek the young child to destroy him. Now, why did why did the angel tell him to go into Egypt? Because throughout the scriptures, man, our people were mistaken for Egyptians because they were dark-skinned people, man. They were a colored people. So if you go into Egypt, it's not going to be as easy to find them, man. As easy to just spot you. Oh, okay, saying, oh, that's them right there. Joseph and his brothers, man. Okay, they were mistaken for Egyptians. If you go to Genesis, the 50th chapter, and down to verse 7, it says, and Joseph went. Well, first of all, man, there's also an account in Genesis because Joseph was casted out by his brothers, and sent, into Egypt when he was a child. But later there came a famine, and his brothers came unto Egypt, and they didn't recognize Joseph because what, man? Because he looked like the other Egyptians, man, being a colored person. Come on, man. It's not too hard. Alright, this is from the book of Genesis 15:7. It reads, and Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went up all the servants of Pharaoh, the elders of his house, and all the elders of the land of Egypt, and all the house of Joseph, and his brethren, and his father's house, only their little ones, and their flocks, and their herds, they left into the land of Goshen, or Goshen. It says, and there went up with him both chariots and horsemen, and it was a very great company. And they came to the threshing floor of Atad, which is beyond Jordan, and there they mourned with a great and very sore lamentation, and it says, and he made a mourning for his father 7 days. And when the inhabitants of a land, the Canaanites, saw the mourning and the floor of Atad, they said, this is a grievous mourning to the Egyptians. This is a grievous mourning to the Egyptians. So the Canaanites thought that Joseph and his brothers were Egyptians. Alright, look, man. Alright, let's keep it moving. Acts 21 and 38. It's lucky, man. I got hiccups, bro. Always got these shits. Acts 21 and 38. It says, art not thou that Egyptian? This was, being told to Paul. It says, are not thou that Egyptian, which before these days madest an uproar, and leddest out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers. Look, see. So Paul also being mistaken for an Egyptian. Why? Because of dark pigmentation, man. Having the appearance of a dark-skinned of a dark-skinned man. But in all of Esau's, all their movies, you know, how are these characters portrayed? They are portrayed falsely because they have a so-called white man who is acting as them, man. Okay, but our people are raised and told to believe that the white people are the chosen people, man. Basically everything around them beats them down and uplifts the so-called white people. But that's only because we are in captivity and in punishment, and and under curses. And if you read Psalms the 83rd chapter, man, it tells you that the heathen would um that they would be confederate against the children of Israel, and that they would cut off the name of Israel, that it may be no more in remembrance. So this is how they have done it. All right, that's been fulfilled, because our people don't know that they are the true Israelites, man. But that's why we bring out these lessons to prove the fact, man. All right, I'm gonna get a Hosea 7 and 8. It says, Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. A cake not turned. So if you look at a cake that's not turned, man. Alright, then you have cake that's that's right here. Perfect example. A cake not turned. So so on the outwardly, man, okay, they can appear. Actually, this is a pretty good example too. Look, man, a cake not turned. All right, so they look to be light skinned, but on the inside, who are they really? This is okay. This is who they come from, but being mixed among the nations, they're like a cake unturned. So people see see them being as a light skinned people, man. All right, a cake not turned. And then we can close it out with the depiction of Yahushua, man. All right, there's a lot of accounts. But we'll get this Revelation 1 and 13. It says, actually I started 12. It says, and I turned to see the voice that spake with me. As being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks, and in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were like wool. It says his head and his hairs were white like wool. Now I know vocab tries to hey, look, bro, there you go, right there, perfect. But I know vocab, man, tries to just say that it was the same color as wool. But why would it use the word wool if it also almost not like unto wool? All right, his hairs. Okay, it says his head and his hairs were white like wool. Just like this. Or like this, man. All right, white like wool, man. Just like this. It says, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. It says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. And so this is like the like prime example, to get our people to get over the stumbling block that who they call Jesus was not a white person, man. Because there is some of our people who love white Jesus, man. I saw a clip last week, all right, and there was there was a dude, who was defending white Jesus, man, saying, basically saying that white Jesus has taken care of his mom, and this and that. It's just like, damn, bro, like, come on, man. So what about the scriptures then, huh? All right, let's get burnt brass, because it says that his feet were like unto fine brass, as if it burned in a furnace. And as you can see, very evident, very clear, the color of burnt brass. All right, a burnt brass is a dark brown color. Like this dude right here. All right, and hey, look, that's not burnt brass, man. Because first of all, man, his hairs aren't white. Okay, his eyes weren't red. And the hairs on his face also are not white. And his skin does not have the appearance as if it, as if it were brass that was burned in a furnace. But this is, hey man, this is a way better depiction right here. Hey bro, hey, right there, bro. On point. On point, man. This picture right here. Boom. That right there, man. That's accurate right there. Alright. Damn, it's a tight picture. But yeah, man, that's basically it. Alright, so we can go ahead and close it out. So with that being said, I hope that this was edifying. And until the next one, I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakudash, and Shalom.